What's going on, everybody? It's Sacred Eagle here, and today it's going to be my picks for the Divisional Playoff round. 4 more games. Probably going to be some of the best football we've seen this entire season. At least I hope so. Sunday night and Sunday afternoon in general is going to be really when I'm going to watch the games. Saturday I'm not going to be able to, but I'll still keep up with it. And I'm going to make my picks now. You've already seen my Seattle video. I took that off because I'm going to do a full video right now, but you already know who I'm picking for Seattle, and I'll get to that in a second. But first off, we got Houston at New England, and come on. It's Houston and New England. This is the worst record, 9-7, going up against the best record, best team, 14-2 in Foxborough, and it's most likely going to be snowing on Saturday. This is New England. This is their element. This is their stadium. They're going to win, and I'm sorry if you heard that. That's my computer. They're going to win this game. I think that Tom Brady, he did say earlier this week, like I believe it was Monday or Tuesday, that the Houston Texans are not an easy team to beat when they've outscored them in their past couple of games by a score of like 171-79. That's a big margin to outscore this team by in the span of a few couple of games. You know, stretched out of each, like 4 or 5 seasons. That's a big number. That's a big margin. Not to mention, I feel, and a lot of people feel, that Houston got off lucky. Derek Carr, if he was healthy, who knows what could have happened with Oakland. Oakland, it looked like they were just a big mess anyways. With the way the past 2 weeks went for them, they just didn't look like that playoff team that we saw earlier on in the season. And also getting swept by Kansas City a few weeks prior, that takes away a lot of your confidence too. So I felt bad for them. I was rooting for them. They didn't pull out the win, but I think New England will send Houston home. Seattle going to Atlanta. Now I'm going to make this as best as I can. Okay, to get everything right, Atlanta is okay, let me try this again. I'm sorry, I'm stuttering. Atlanta is 11-5, and then the Seahawks are 10-5-1. The Seahawks, I think, are better, and they are going to win this game. They already beat this team earlier on in the year, and I'm getting comments, or I got comments before I deleted the entire video to make this video, that the points that I brought up felt really lopsided. And let's be honest, the Falcons, they, in my opinion, and as a guy that's entertained by football who doesn't watch the Falcons, I don't follow the Falcons, nor do I follow Seattle. The Falcons are not the better team. You're playing at home. Great. I feel it would be the same exact... I feel like it would end up the same exact way if we were playing in Seattle this game. I feel Atlanta will lose. Their offense, yes. Julio Jones, Devontae Freeman. Your running backs are really good. Matt Ryan, Matty Ice, he's good too. Julio Jones and your wide receiving core, that's pretty solid, pretty good. Almost really good. But your defense is what really concerns me. I don't think your defense is good enough. My team beat you, and you're trying to... And there was a specific fan, I'm not going to call him out, but if he sees this video, he's most likely going to comment. He said, and I quote, that the Philly loss was a fluke. He went on to explain his reasoning behind that by saying they were going on their bye week. They played too many tough games prior to this game to want to try and play. And then they played really flat. Look, there's no such thing as a fluke. Unless, or at least not in the way you're trying to describe your loss against my team. Like, that's not right. You lost to my team. My team outplayed your team. It's gonna happen. It happened 5 times to your team. It happened 9 times to my team. And I didn't say any of these were flukes. I said that these were losses because we deserved to not win this game. That's what happened to you when you came to this team and played them in Lincoln Financial Field in October. I don't agree with him and how he said that it's a fluke. I don't agree with how I apparently described this game to be a little lopsided or whatever, the way I explained it, but Seattle is the better team. You have Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson, he is one of the best quarterbacks to play in the playoffs ever in NFL history. He's one of the best. He has a Super Bowl ring. He has a Super Bowl win under his belt, along with one of the most heartbreaking losses in a Super Bowl the next year that he should have won under his belt. Matt Ryan has none of that. Julio Jones has none of that. Your defense, nowhere even near close to that. Falcons are going to lose this game. Houston's going to lose by a score of 31-20. Atlanta's going to lose to Seattle by a score of 27-24. Moving on. One of the good games Sunday at 1 o'clock or 4 o'clock. I don't remember exactly the time. But we got Pittsburgh going to Kansas City. This is going to be a really good game, and I'm really happy that I'm not missing it. I want Kansas City to win, but at the same time, I wouldn't mind seeing an upset. I wouldn't mind seeing the Steelers go into Kansas City and win. I'm going to pick Pittsburgh, but I'm really going to be rooting for Kansas City. When you look at this game, you saw how well Antonio Brown played against the Dolphins. And granted, it was the Dolphins. They were a little broken, just like Oakland was. But still, you saw how they played against the same exact team in the Steelers. Didn't look too good. But you saw the Steelers, they looked sharp. They looked ready to go. I know it was in Pittsburgh, but it was so cold down there. And this team, I said it back during the offseason, I felt that Pittsburgh is a Super Bowl team, and I predicted them to go to the Super Bowl. And so far, I'm trying to see if that prediction will stand. They're still there, and I'm not justifying my pick over that. What I'm saying is that I feel that there is a way that this team can upset the Kansas City Chiefs. And I'm going to say that they'll win if they do by a score of 31-28. And like I said, I'm rooting for Kansas City, but at the same time, my heart feels like it's Pittsburgh's year. Now moving on to the final game. Dallas hosting Green Bay. I'm going to make this quick and simple because I don't want to make this video more than 10 minutes. The only way that the Green Bay Packers can win this game is if they can stop that offense. Now, by what I mean by offense, Ezekiel Elliott and getting to Dak Prescott. You don't need to cover Dez Bryant. You don't have to double cover him every single play. You don't have to blitz every single play. What you need to do is find a way to get to Dak Prescott, get past that offensive line, make the Cowboys actually have an issue. Because people say that this is the best team. It's not the best team. It's just the best offensive line hiding a rookie running back and a rookie quarterback with one elite wide receiver that takes away everyone else from these mediocre wide receivers in Cole Beasley, in I forget his name, Williams, okay, their tight end Jason Witten is actually good, but still, that's a big reason why this team does good. Not to mention their schedule was easy because they were 4-12 last year. You know what 4-12 teams get on their you know what 4-12 teams get on their schedule? They get the worst teams in divisions. That's exactly what Dallas got. They got the 49ers. They got so many crappy teams. They got the Rams. They got all these teams that just were not good. The only few teams they got that were good, New York, they lost to them twice. Pittsburgh, they almost lost to them. Philly, we beat them once, almost beat them another time earlier on in the season. Tampa Bay, almost beat them. Let's see, who else off the top of my head? The Lions, blown out. The Packers lost to them. Baltimore stayed with them, almost had a chance to win. They didn't win. But in the end, there was something that, there's a reason why Dallas did not win these games by more than 10 points, by more than 20 points. If they're that good, they would have, but they didn't. And I don't know how to explain it. I think Aaron Rodgers versus the Dallas secondary that for some reason is number 1 on the list, and Eagles are 32. That is complete bull. Just saying that. But if Aaron Rodgers does what he does against the secondary of the Dallas Cowboys, they will win. Jordy Nelson might not play, but you saw one of the best secondaries in the game in the New York Giants last week get torched by Aaron Rodgers and his wide receivers that were not good compared to Jordy Nelson, compared to the other guy that got hurt after Jordy Nelson. Dallas is not that good. Easy schedule, best offensive line in the game gets you the wins. That's all that matters. They're 13-3 for a reason. They lost 3 of their division games. Half of their division games they lost. So I'm just saying. I'm picking the Green Bay Packers to win by a score of 34-31. Let's see if I get these right. Let's see who wins this week. And tell me in the comments down below who you are picking to win, who you think has the best shot of winning. Subscribe for more content. Hit the bell to not miss an upload. I'm uploading daily videos on the Eagles, on the NFL. You're going to see another video probably later tonight about something that happened today. That's a pretty big deal that I'm going to discuss my opinion on later. And I'll see you guys tonight with another video. Have a great day, guys.